Gatherings with family, stressful already. What about when you throw politics into the mix? And now consider that we just came off of a highly contested presidential election. Well, an organization here in Jacksonville hopes to help. On Tuesday, November 19th, 904 is hosting an event called Gobble, Gobble, Let's Not Squabble. And here to describe more about the event is 904's Director of Equity, Regina Newkirk-Rucci, as well as Tom Karen. Guys, thank you very much for waking up with us. I'm curious, one, who came up with the name? It's fantastic.
You know, that actually was a team decision. We wanted to put a little levity in what is oftentimes a very difficult conversation and a difficult topic. And so we also wanted to convey exactly what it was. And so we thought that title did that.
Yeah, I think it hits the point perfectly. And I mean, guys, let's be honest. Sometimes families will separate. Friends will decide to end friendships over politics that they really don't have any decision over. So Tom, I'm curious, what are some of the skills that you'll be able to teach in this event to bring people together?
Yeah, I love that question. The first thing we always start with is, what is your intention, right? So if the intention is to be able to sit down and share a meal and in fact not squabble, you have to check yourself, check your emotions, recognize that those emotions are real, but you also want to make sure that the intention that you're following through in the conversation is to not inflame a debate necessarily at the table. So we work on strategies, mostly starting with your intention, but then also how do you ensure there's a graceful exit from a conversation? How do you respect someone who made a statement that may have been offensive or harmful to you, acknowledge it and say, I'd rather not talk about it right now. And we do lifetime scenarios to help you put those strategies into practice.
Well, I'm glad you bring up the live time scenarios. Regina, I'll come to you. Sometimes it seems impossible for people on one side of an issue versus the other to just go, I understand where you're coming from in that circumstance. What other ways can you just help bridge that gap and just inform people, hey, we're in this together?
Well, I think lots of times it is about stating where you are, but not trying to change the other person's mind. And that's oftentimes really difficult for us. We're right, and we want to make sure that you know that we're right, and we want you to believe exactly what we believe. And that's where a lot of the contention and the arguing and the defiance comes in and really can break people apart. So we want to give people the skills to be able to state how you feel about it, but recognize that you don't have to change anybody else's mind, and you accept where they are. You just want to be clear about your position, as Tom said, understand your intention. And our intention isn't to go to World War III over Thanksgiving dinner.
Although there are only 2 turkey legs. So I will just say.
Well, that might be worth fighting over, right? But we do recognize, especially right now, where there's a lot of tension following the presidential election and people's emotions are really, really high. Having the opportunity to practice those conversations really does make a difference.
What is some of the educational outreach that you've done with some of the young people who come to 904? We're just looking for their own opportunities as well.
Well, we have lots of work that we do with young people. We have a Student Advocacy Training Institute where we really try to give students their own voice and help them understand the difference that they can make in our society. We work with students in developing a Black History curriculum. We want to make sure that young people are really recognized and they have an opportunity to engage in these conversations meaningfully as well.
Tom, what sort of growth have you seen from just people coming in and trying to learn, trying to be more open-minded about not necessarily the other viewpoint per se, but just the respect that someone else could have that viewpoint?
Yeah. We started this work with our first signature program, which was race cards, and allowing people to stimulate dialogue around a taboo subject that we'd rather not engage with on a regular basis. We were shocked with the number of people who willingly signed up because they wanted to practice. So I think the first thing is acknowledging the assumption that people probably want to talk about it, but they don't know how, or they're worried about saying the wrong thing. And all of our programs allow us to stimulate that dialogue and ensure that people are talking and building community through that discomfort. And we've been genuinely surprised the amount of people who've responded and opted to attend. So we're really looking forward to a strong showing at next Tuesday for Gobble Gobble, Let's Not Squabble.
It's a perfect name. It really is. I think you guys hit a home run with that one. If people are interested in signing up or even for more information about 904word, where can they go?
So to sign up for the event, you want to go to www.904word.org/events, and they go straight to the registration for that. And for those listeners, there is a 50% discount if you put in the code Gobble Gobble. So it's a $10 fee, but it's only $5, and you get dinner, drinks, and practice having these conversations.
Well, it's wonderful. Regina, Tom, thank you very much. We'll have more information on Gobble Gobble, Let's Not Squabble within this story on our website very shortly. Guys, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you, Rich.
We're back right after this.